Check 1, 2. Check it. Check it. Check it. Don't wreck it.
It's such a fine line between stupid and clever. Yeah.
You know, you should do LSD, because you're a real asshole.
What's up, cyberspace cadets? It's IRATE Prostate in the house. Of course, it's Friday night, and that means it's time for another Cream Stream. It's Cream Stream 85. 85 of these dang things. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? And we're having a ball. And tonight, in the court with me, because it's a ball that we're having, is, of course, the one and only Attila the Hun.
Hello, everybody.
Trippypoop.
Hello.
And our rotating bullet in the cylinder this week is Prospero.
Hey, y'all.
I
like that description. I do a lot.
Nice. We're going to spin that mother. All right, little Russian roulette, the fun kind, not the kind that, well, anyway, we'll talk about that later. So
Spasibo, comrade, spasibo.
Very quick, I'll be right back. I gotta help Mom with her computer.
That's fine.
Right.
Well, me and the girls can talk about how's y'all week been.
Oh, it's actually been kind of a cool day. We had a thunderstorm here, and apparently that's like a really rare thing. And people were kind of like, "Oh my God, it was amazing!" And I'm like, "Hey, y'all, it was just a little piece of Texas. That was kind of nice."
Yeah.
It was 15 minutes of thunderstorm, and you would have thought it was the end of the world. People were walking around bitching for like 3 hours. I was like, "Wow, cool." Hey, it really is just like Texas. Holy crap. Yeah. They'd lose their shit if they were in the South.
Sometimes we'll get one every afternoon, like about 4:30, you know. I mean, it's like clockwork, you know.
And it'll last about 15, 20 minutes, and it just makes the night the most muggy, miserable fucking thing ever.
Yeah, but it cools off everything, you know, just for that, you know, for a short amount of time. So, there's sweet and better with that. So let's go ahead and let's hop in the room. All right.
Okay.
And, yes, we're in the we're in the Argonaut room tonight. Shit.
There we are. I lost my place. That's the right page.
That's right. Well, welcome everybody. Let's say hey to the chat. Take time. Mad Dodge, what's up, brother? It's good to see you. Harkin, Lord of the Fallen. Why don't you get back up, brother? I'll help you get up. You know, if you're falling, you can't get up. Tony Siebert, welcome aboard as a new subscriber. I appreciate that big time, Space Force Commander. I salute you. To my cyberspace cadets, Space Force Commander is your immediate officer, and you report to him everything. I mean everything. Okay. And of course, the team's kind of whipping in and out of the chat. I like that. And of course, Skep Talk. The man behind the curtain, in my opinion.
Skep?
Yeah.
Skep's pretty talented and brilliant on his own. I don't really know, you know, what extra he has to do to be noticed other than just sit there and have a conversation with anybody.
That's right. And that's a good thing to be able to do.
Yeah. Say it's an impressive skill.
Yeah, and to say hi to people at D Live. What's up in the chat there? Y'all are batshit crazy. People at Twitch, hello, and Facebook. And hang around, we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to talk about some news. So, shoot, I got a couple of pictures I can pop up. Y'all tell me what you want to do. And y'all tell me, yeah.
Okay, Prospero, so are we going to talk about crazy lady or fucked up horrible lady or funny laugh at stabby lady?
Funny laugh at stabby lady for 200, please, Atema.
Okay, so IRATE, we would like to talk about the dumb bitch who decided to stab herself in the stomach because living in Trump's America is just too much for her to handle.
Trump's America is just unbearable, man. Holy shit. I don't know.
Some people just ain't right, and this woman is like,
okay.
They're a queen, honest to God.
Yeah.
Okay, she's already like self-harmed several other times, and like she had attempted to kill herself in other weird ways prior. This broad was incredibly fucking unstable, and nobody bothered to check on the crazy bitch, and nobody has mentioned that this kind of stuff is going to continue to happen the more psychotic the rhetoric from the death row dying lamestream media comes. It's fucking crazy. Or goes, not comes, goes. Fucking whatever, something like that. However it fucking works, man.
You're fine,
works
man.
and shit, and yeah, that's awesome.
Well,
I laugh with you, and not at
it's kind
you.
of stupid, though,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It does short circuit your ability to words.
Yeah.
It does.
Because she's a mess, and now these idiots are like, okay, fine.
And of course, she's in Florida.
Of course.
You know, it's like it is really so weird that all these weird people. Is it the sunshine laws, do you think, or is it really? I have a theory about people that live near the coast, right, or near the beach. I'll put it that way, right? Because California people remind me of Florida people. You know, the coastal people. Anyway,
The emotional hyperbole thing. I think if you weren't part of the group of people that has to actually really work when you live on the coast, yeah, you turn into a fucking psycho a hell of a lot faster than an elitist inland. I really do think so. You're right.
Yeah, the closer you hang to the beach, the more brain cells you're going to lose. Just out of proximity, I think.
Okay, I'll skip the part about where I was born in Jacksonville and raised in a harbor town.
I was raised in Santa Barbara, California.
But see, you got out though. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I miss the beach. But I don't go there. You know, I guess partially that's age, though. I mean, when I go to the beach, it's just to stare at the water and feel insignificant.
That's right.
You know, it's more of a perspective.
Get back in the chair and let the
pull out
sun,
out the Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
Space Force Commander in the chat says, I gotta give it to her. It takes willpower to stab yourself 3 times in the stomach.
Shit, man.
Willpower or a hell of a lot of drugs?
Or just fucking, she's just nuts, man. I mean, you know, it's like gut. You see, you can tell that that's like some kind of histrionic plea for attention, because, you know, if she really wanted to kill herself, she wouldn't use a knife, you know, or she would have slit her wrist and gone to the bathtub, right? She wanted to go past it. So, I mean,
yeah. She wouldn't say this is another cry for attention.
You want to go up and down the road, not across the tracks. Okay. Just saying.
And this is somebody who used to. You doing an eval on people checking in, and you're like, you can't even fucking kill yourself right.
I had never said that out loud.
But you've thought it.
Holy crap. And then Gulf City Scott Marsh. I can talk. I swear to fucking. Okay. What's worse, setting yourself on fire or stabbing yourself 3 times? That's a good question, because both are just incredibly bad ideas.
Really, man. Yeah. I think you can heal from being stabbed. See, and you don't know. How long was the knife? Did it say?
It doesn't. There is no detail in this. Dollars to Donuts, because they said she had blood all over her face and her hands and stuff, and she had her hands on her stomach, and she was standing outside talking to him. Dollars to Donuts, she stuck herself with like a frickin' paring knife or something.
Right. Yeah, and it's all just a good old borderline personality disorder, doing what they do best.
Cluster B.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, I'm impressed.
They're everywhere.
Yes, they are.
They really are. And the TDS people are great examples of those BPD folks. They're just damn, you feel bad for people who legit have borderline personality disorder.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
these
there's some
people
personality disorders on YouTube too. You see a lot of narcissism and shit. I don't know.
Potato Man. I mean, Kevin Logan is a living embodiment of when a personality disorder becomes a vegetable.
Yeah. Well, I'm a close second to that. So, it's like I don't think I'd be doing this if I wasn't just a wee bit, narcissistic. But but not like some of these people. I'm supposed to. Somebody tells me I'm supposed to be humble. My spiritual advisor. So what do we want to talk about now? We've talked about the crazy bitch with the knife.
Okay, we talked about crazy bitch who stabby. Should we talk about? Let's talk about the bitch who decided to kill her kid.
Yeah, this
Which one?
This one, not the one with the freezer, honey.
Okay.
The one who actually did it.
Died.
See, I don't have her picture either. This is that article.
Okay, they don't have a picture for her.
You're right, but I've got the article, right?
Oh, they do.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the
It's a picture from Reddit.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I got it.
Your number one trusted news source.
Yeah,
that's right, man.
Hi, Pickle.
It's the front page. It's the front page of the world. How you doing, Pickle, man? You having a good night?
So far, yes.
All right, in 3 words, sum up your concept of what happened this week.
Stuff and things.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. New Mexico cops say mom confesses to suffocating boy.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to read this?
Yeah.
Or
Let's go ahead and get this anger shit out.
okay, this is gonna piss some people off. So
No.
police say she suffocated her son. The police chief said Toribio told detectives that she suffocated her son in Alvarado Park before dawn on May 13th by putting her hand over his mouth and nose. She said she had second thoughts and performed CPR on the boy, resuscitating him, but reconsidered and smothered him again. Investigators said she then buried him under the Climbing Jim's hanging bridge, where the boy's body was found 2 days later.
Is that not the creepiest fucking thing? Knowing that kids were going to be there and shit?
We get to the absolute worst part next.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten to the real bad part yet.
I know.
Okay, so Toribio was homeless and sleeping in the park, having been kicked out of her mother's home and a friend's apartment in the days before her son's death because she was ignoring the boy and withholding affection, investigators said. What makes this story especially sad was when asked the reason why she took Ty's life, Tiffany said she did not want him to grow up with no one caring about him the same way that she had grown up with no one caring about her, said Police Chief Ray Schultz, his eyes watery and his voice thick with emotion. Okay, so he's like 3 or something like that.
Yeah, and okay, her mother and her friend are shitbags, because if they didn't think she was taking care of this child properly, they should have contacted CPS and not let her leave with him.
How the fuck do you kick somebody out of your house for not taking care of their kids, but leave the kids with them? What the fuck?
Exactly.
That didn't make a lick of sense to me either.
No, and it's horrible. This little boy didn't need to die. Mama could have just slept in the park and been the messed up piece of shit that she is, and he could have been taken care of by somebody who wants a child.
Yeah, Space Force Commander's right. I think we need to bring back public hangings. Even maybe like pay-per-view or something.
Tema and I have we have a
seen
better
it for
plan
years.
for this one. We have a better plan for this bitch.
You strap this bitch down in the middle of the fucking desert, you Harlequin flay her fucking skin, and you cover her in lemon juice, salt, and honey, and you leave her for the ants and the vultures and the fucking everything else. Fuck that dumb bitch.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, this was horrible.
Yeah,
Sorry it
that's
took
just
so long.
that's the worst of the
What
worst.
the actual fuck have I walked into, irate prostate?
You suffocate your child, feel bad about it, start doing CPR, and then decide it's a bad idea to leave him alive a second time, so you finally kill him and decide you're going to leave him dead. And you bury him in the park, and you go to sleep in said park after you bury him.
That's right. And to explain this, Scap, we usually have 1 or 2 stories that are like this, so we can do a successful homage to the 2 Minutes of Hate, because you know, these motherfuckers deserve it. But we got some fun shit too. Blood
That's
Eagle.
right. So okay.
I like
The
Space
Blood
Force
Eagle.
Commander, man.
A Blood Eagle would work. Is it far enough to consider Blood Eagle? I don't know. That's actually, I don't know. Okay. So, do we talk about the crazy lady, or do we talk about weird? I think we talk about the dude with the car.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's
We all
weird.
have to die sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, that looks interesting.
It is. And he's a beauty queen too.
Yeah, this dude looks like a cross between, I don't know, man, like look like maybe Joaquin Phoenix walked into a wall and then maybe had sex with I don't know.
Jeffrey
Oh no,
Dahmer.
it looks
Maybe
like
Jeffrey
a
Dahmer?
combination. It looks like a combination. Jeffrey Dahmer and the lead singer of Oasis.
Fucking eyebrow twins.
No shit.
Okay, he saw it. Okay.
So this dude's driving.
And he
Yeah.
sees this little girl drive, this 11-year-old girl riding a
11-year-old
fucking
girl.
scooter.
Riding a scooter. Just scooting along.
And he decides he's gonna run her over. Well, the way he runs her over, he ends up rolling the car and hitting her at the same time. And so he gets out of the car he's rolled and tries to kill her. He's trying to attack her, and people are stopping him. And he says, "You gotta die, so we all have to die sometime."
Well,
How
see,
about-
he's
how
got a
about-
lot of mess to clean up now, though. He's got to kill everybody who saw that.
Yeah, and I mean, if you gotta die sometime, son. You first.
I'm sorry, the picture makes me think, you know, he sounds like, we all gotta die sometime.
Yeah. Yeah,
And this
I
is-
don't
this
think
is
a
one-
bike helmet
this
was
is-
around when he was a
This is
kid.
one that makes Uzi want to drink.
Okay, but wait, there's more
Prost.
to this guy. Prost! Okay. Anyway, the driver identified
Prost,
as
Uzi.
Stephen Ray Becky.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Stephen Ray Becky allegedly tried to flee the area, but a witness held him down until police arrived. Asked by investigators why he hit the girl, Becky allegedly said because she's white.
Oh. He later admitted what?
Oh, I'm going to read the sentence. Becky later admitted to being high on Xanax, marijuana, LSD, and psychedelic mushrooms, according to a probable cause statement cited by Fox 13.
God.
I'll do all the drugs and then you have to die sometime.
That is the best witness. That's the best witness. You're going to get so many details you don't need.
Yeah, really, no
Right?
shit.
I swear to God.
And then the
whole
ground
parking lot
was bubbling, man. And my hand like started moving, and then I noticed the lines in my hand were moving, and then I was on the highway, man. It was awesome.
And then this crab person came in front of me and I had to hit him.
This chick
gotta
was
feel
just
it.
harshing my
Eating a
buzz,
baby's
man.
head.
Dude, I got a feeling she plays the floor as lava unwillingly way too often.
I think so. Yeah, maybe.
Why you got your feet on the couch? The floor's lava, man. I can't get down. It's like 20 stories too. I'm not gonna make the jump.
Did y'all see the vacuum thing?
She was okay. Oh yeah, but the little girl's okay. She ended up with a head injury and a fractured hip, but she's gonna live. But so
Dude, she's
yeah.
gonna need fucking counseling for quite a while after that shit.
Hopefully she wasn't conscious.
Oh, me too, man. Yeah, I hope so. But there's
Or the head injury keeps her from not remembering?
maybe.
Or keeps her from
I
remembering?
don't know.
Yeah, that would.
So-
as long as it's like not a super serious head injury.
Are we gonna just have to start putting people who look like this guy in jail?
Gold City, Scott Morris,
Like,
Becky and Steve.
Yes.
The party never ends.
Don't trust any YouTubers that look like this guy.
The chat's on fire tonight. Y'all are doing
He looks,
good.
like, he looks a little bit like a male.
He's very, very, very strange looking dude. Whoa.
They're gonna find
That
out
was
he cross
interesting.
dresses as his own mother.
Sorry, guys.
Oh God.
Well,
We're
you
gonna
know,
find it out.
yeah, I was just like Stephen Ray Becky. Okay, please tell me you don't work at a hotel.
Yeah.
And Flipper's laughing.
Wait, is Steven spelled with a PH?
I can't.
Steven?
Stefan.
No, with a V.
Oh.
With
No,
a V.
no.
Stevie Ray
yeah,
Becky.
Well, yeah, the V's there too, but you gotta spell it with a TH.
That is a.
With a PH.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Shut up, Dan!
that's a serial killer name already. Just it's
It
made
is.
the
Yeah.
fucking headline.
Yeah, they all have 3 names. You notice that shit, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they do that on purpose. They do that on purpose because they don't want to get some other guy that has the same first and last name.
Yeah,
So I think the news just wants you to know his full fucking name. You know,
true.
I think that's just the idea. Don't attack other guy whose name is the same except for that middle name.
It was just so weird. There's like this laundry list of drugs, and it's like something out of like one of those "this isn't happening" things I see on YouTube, or like, you know, a movie. This isn't like supposed to actually happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's life imitating art. Fuck.
Yeah, I guess. It's just or life imitating lifer, because he's gonna be cell block Becky.
He's gonna be cell block derp, dude. Somebody said, "Who's that nigga?"
This one,
Yeah.
it's this one with the cat. This seems like the most fucked up headline I've ever read.
With the cat?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the cat guy? Okay, can we do the cat guy, Prospero? Do you mind if we do the cat guy? The cat guy that was caught by a catfisher?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be perfect.
Okay, so a guy that was caught fucking a cat had the ankle bracelet on his leg from being caught fucking the cat. Was caught by a police officer pretending to be a 14-year-old girl willing to meet this guy in a park.
And he's another pretty one. He actually looks a little proud of himself. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did it.
No, it's not, it's almost like all these mug shots that I had. It's like who's who of Neanderthals.
Yeah.
It's like everybody looks like
No.
they're like Homo erectus, just not quite us.
What?
Weird
Yeah.
looking motherfucker. That
Pictures with
forehead,
more
Jesus.
You know, especially that other guy from the last story, that little skinny white guy. You would have thought that would have had more tears in it. This guy
Trippy,
just
he's
looks
got a receding hairline
wait.
and it's still like 2 inches. I mean, for fuck's sake, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, and there's like, okay, I gotta read this line from, it's a very final line in the story. Okay. The caller
Hey, Alex
also
Moore.
told police that Navage, the police that Navage, the guy that in the picture, called out for help, saying the cat was stuck on his penis, according to the police report.
I'm gonna say this man has a micro penis.
Yeah, that's gonna kill the cat. That's
He's got a micro penis.
yeah.
Cat
Don't
was
you
a hoe.
remember? Yeah, Medicare did that whole thing about those dudes that like fuck the critters and shit, man, and kill them. And it's like, oh my god, it was the
I mean,
most
But, okay.
obviously,
disgusting
if the
shit.
cat stuck, it was still alive because he was scared, right?
But the cat was screaming, and they were trying to get into the bathroom to get the cat away from the dude. It's okay, but my point is, because that's fucking creepy, and he's somebody. Oh my god. Okay, this like he
Yeah.
should have been drowned in the shallow end of the gene pool before he was. This is
Yes.
anyway.
Yes.
Why don't these guys just get a hooker?
The cat gave him a come hither look. I don't know.
That cat
Okay,
was
so,
sexy.
but you're caught fucking your roommate's cat. You're kicked out of your house. You have the ankle bracelet on you because the cops are like, well, we don't have a home to put you in because you're too goddamn weird, but we want to know where you are. So it hasn't been long enough for them to finish his trial for cat fucking, and he is caught by a guy cat fishing.
I know that's perfect, isn't it?
Wow.
By a cop that was cat fishing.
You stupid
Nice.
fucking cunt.
Exactly.
Quit playing dumb. Quit it. Quit being an awful human being. Like, stop.
Thank
I'm
you, Joey.
better than you. Yeah,
High five, Joy.
I'm better than you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fucking better than you.
Oh, hey.
But it's pretty easy to be better than a cat fucker, okay?
Yeah, no shit. That's
kind of
kind
a-
of a,
that's
the point there.
Low bar there.
Well, guys, come on, let's be fair. We gotta find out what the cat was wearing.
Oh God.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
That's just so wrong on so
It was
many
just
levels.
so. It's there's so many levels of what the fuck to this week's news.
Yeah,
So on
no
top
shit.
of learning that YouTube has decided that Animal Farm wasn't a warning, but an instruction manual, we are
really.
now going to have to watch some of the most insane psychotic people humankind has ever seen, triggered by a continuously further going crazy media to do more crazy stupid shit like this.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
is this
there are
is the
people who
beginning.
are like, I get my picture in the paper.
Look at his face, people. Come on.
Yeah. Don't be this guy.
Don't be
And
that
don't
guy.
don't be the chick with the vacuum cleaner either.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, we need to. This is a. Okay. Irate remembers when I brought forth the PSA about washing and condoms. Now, Irate and Uzi said, hold my beer, Tema. Here we go. Apparently, there was a nurse who decided to put out a Twitter or a Facebook PSA. Dear ladies, vacuuming out your pussy will not make your period go faster. It will kill you.
Yeah,
Yes, I
and
said that out loud. You did hear me say that, as crass as it was. I couldn't think of another way to say it because
That's
it's
so
so
stupid.
fucking stupid.
the saddest thing is, there is an article from 2016 in Ravishly that addressed this menstrual evacuation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why certain crazy ass women's are doing this. This is like Goop, except with a eureka. I mean, they're nuts.
No, seriously. For some fucking reason, women think they can stick a vacuum, an actual vacuum hose, up their vaginal canal, turn it on, and suck the blood out of their bodies from their
Well,
period.
they suck babies that way with a vacuum.
Yeah, well, that's the
Wait.
thing. Yeah,
It's a
they can
surgical
also end up
vacuum.
they can also end up with PID from it,
Yeah, no
and
shit.
You
and
can also
the
go into
shock.
shock.
Yeah, it's neurogenic shock. You're not supposed to do things like that.
No.
You could also tear chunks of your lady bits on right out.
No,
You
no,
could
no.
prolapse your vaginal canal. You could prolapse
true.
your uterus. You could.
That's gross.
But it's
Yeah.
just fucking
Yourself.
retarded. What on earth would make you think that shoving a vacuum? What the fuck? Did none of you pay attention in health class ever at all? Ever?
Some of this could be my fault. I might have spread this rumor somehow.
Okie
Possibly
dokie.
be Trippy's fault.
Be sure to subscribe to Trippypoop.
Okay, so maybe
Twitter.
we shouldn't. Okay, so then this makes a whole new argument. Maybe we shouldn't be putting out a PSA. Women, if you're stupid enough to think this is a good idea, go for it. You need to be removed from the gene pool anyway.
I'm sorry, but I got an image now of some woman in a ladies' room doing a handstand to one of those Dyson hair dryers.
You know what? Yeah.
Hand dryers, it's just like, what are you doing? I'm doing ME. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I got a vacuum. I could get a little side business going.
I just. Oh God.
Oh,
Fuck me. No.
No.
Dude, that's a bridge too far, brother.
but the
That's
pathetic,
No,
that's
afterwards.
the pathetic thing is that ravishly.com article.
I can't believe it's there.
Yeah. Somebody linked it to the celeb doctor that weighed in on this Dr. Jennifer Gunter. She had weighed in on don't do these things, but she'd also asked, was it done as a home abortion? Because she was wondering if somebody was stupid enough.
See?
And then someone tagged her on Twitter with this Ravishly article. Do you know about this DIY method that can end your period in 20 minutes?
Let's suggest that anybody who wants to, do this with a vacuum first, consult YouTube. Consult YouTube, see if it's recommended.
Okay, if there hasn't been a long-established method to shorten a female's menstrual cycle, because think we haven't been trying to figure this out for a long time, guys. Okay, if we haven't figured out how to do it by now, and you think a goddamn vacuum is actually going to work? No.
Oh, god damn it, my husband is...
I'm sorry.
Read what the person named Cree said in your chat, IRATE, because I will not read that out.
Suck, Mary Beth, suck, blow. It's just a figure of speech.
Yeah.
Yes,
that was an old cartoon in Playboy.
It was. I swear to
The
God, I've
voice
seen
coming
it.
out
Yeah,
of
and the
the
dude's
trance.
balls were like as big as like weather balloons and shit. He's like, no, you don't blow it. This is just an expression. Jesus.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can speak from experience that doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel good. That's a figure of speech. She took it seriously. I'm not joking. It happened.
Crazed, man.
It's, yes, we did some at Space Force Reddit. We found something worse than loonies. Yes, we found stupidies.
Yeah, we did.
Very much worse.
There is a lot. Yeah, morons abound.
Morons abound. Let's see, what do we have left? We have people cheese or the Tennessee woman and her baby.
The
Tennessee woman and baby, or
Yeah.
Let's do the Tennessee woman
Yeah.
and her baby.
Another crazy
Kind of
bitch.
such fucking confusing story. Okay, so a 19-year-old Tennessee mother was accused of putting her 8-month-old in a freezer. She got 2 years probation. So, a young Tennessee mother has received 2 years probation for putting her 8-month-old baby in a freezer while allegedly under the influence, then closing the lid, according to a report. Reported that Brittany Smith was facing felony charges of aggravated child neglect. She pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of child neglect only. Witnesses said they saw Smith holding her baby next to an unused freezer in their backyard. The resident went outside to speak with Smith and found her in the crawl space under their home. The baby was found in the freezer, which had about an inch of standing water inside. The baby survived. So it's an oddly worded story. What's up?
I'm glad the baby lived, man. That was great.
yeah.
old,
It's an
nasty
oddly
water
worded.
sitting in there.
It's an oddly worded story. She only got probation, and she somehow pleaded this down. So it tells me that there's a whole lot the story is not providing for you, and it looks like they're trying to cause outrage or something. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, of course. Outrage gets you more clicks. The algorithm prefers conflict and anger.
Yeah.
Yes,
Same
it
thing
does.
happened back when they had all those talk shows during the day when people were fighting.
Yeah.
Jerry
How
Springer.
popular Jerry got? Yeah.
Throw a
It's
chair in a
still on.
roll, throw a chair in a roll,
But it's just such a bizarre thing. So I was like, and I'm walking around the neighborhood carrying my baby, and for some reason I decide there's bombs coming or some shit, and I need to put my baby in this white box. I put my baby in the white box. Then I go crawl under the house.
Yeah. Was she on crack and crack?
Well, they
and
just
more
said
crack?
she's under the influence. They never said what she was under the influence of.
Right.
I kind of feel like she might be the daughter of somebody who's.
I was gonna say her parents have money in the old town they live in.
She
Well-
looks fairly well kempt.
Yeah, it also could be that she's got psychological problems, postpartum. She could be.
Postpartum psychosis
she
is a thing. Baby's only.
She could have had a psychotic break. I mean, she could have be a nascent schizophrenic, and it's just
He looks way too happy in
manifesting.
that picture.
It's usually in the late teens, early 20s when it manifests. You're right.
Yeah, schizophrenia manifest, yeah.
Or she's in rehab or treatment, and there are adults involved taking care of the child who will, make sure that the child is well taken care of, and mama doesn't get to be alone with the child. There could be a whole lot of, maybe family court got involved. Who knows?
Who knows?
But obviously they decided a 19-year-old and 8-month-old. It's just a weird situation. And we were talking before about the article, and I said, oh, she's only 19.
Right.
Stupid. I was 19 when I got pregnant with my oldest daughter. Okay, so, and
yeah, they're 19-year-olds that are in the army. So come on, I mean,
exactly.
It's like, really, that's not. I mean, it's funny. The older you get, you think, oh, they're so young, and then you think, whoa, wait a second.
Wait a fucking minute. Hold on. Yeah, I have to check myself because I'm like, it's fucking stupid.
Oh, look at how Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, people just talk about her as being a young girl.
She's fucking 30.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. And it's like, take a little call back to D-Day. There were a bunch of 19-year-olds that stormed the beach, okay? They weren't putting babies in freezers because they were fucked up.
Nope.
Or crawling in people's crawl spaces. Whatever the hell that was about.
Yeah, I'm like, and it's Florida, so I'm like, why the fuck are you crawling in crawl spaces? Forgotten what lives in Florida? Are you retarded?
Well, my guess is the palmetto bugs were speaking to her.
Pill bugs. Let's all just roll around with the pill bugs in the mud and mold. Ew.
Nice.
And the fire ants.
Little Christina Aguilera's were coming after her.
Maybe that's what it was, man. I don't know. That was some really good acid. Fuck.
Yeah, I'd like to know the details of this, but it's probably all sealed up now.
Well, she's only 19, so people are probably freaking out going, oh, she's only 19. So that's what they got. Okay. And maybe this is what she needs. Maybe a good swift kick in the ass and she'll straighten up and fly right. You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Yeah, I just hope that they don't pull a New Mexico and, she ends up with the baby again out on her own.
Fuck me.
Yeah, Space Force is right, man. Soph is a great example of how intelligent a fucking kid can be.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to tell me I homeschool.
No shit.
I have two very intelligent smartasses that have just as much sharp tongue as I do, displaying just how intelligent young people can be to me every day.
I'm sure they are. Kitty wants to know. I mean, Uzi wants to know if you want some of her special concoction too. So,
yeah.
Can it be injected directly into my veins?
Wow.
Best when consumed through a blender. Just
Brittany Smith news because that's the chick's name. And I found a different article. It's a little bit more detailed. I guess when the neighbor reached into the fridge, the baby wasn't moving.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he said he reached down there, pulled him out, and instantly the kid starts moving. So he's like, oh, God. He said just instant relief came over him.
Yeah.
Oh,
instant relief came over me, man, when she said he was alive. I was like, God damn. I thought this was another grim one, man.
They found Smith hiding under the house, right under the crawl space, and it says Presnell later testified in court that Smith appeared to be under the influence. This is the same fucking thing, and this is from People, not Fox.
Under the influence?
Mm-hmm. It just refers
so
to
she appeared to be
influence.
drunk.
He said to her, you want to leave the baby here? And she said, yes. I said, you're going to be back now, aren't you? She said. And she said, and it says yes. And then personnel recalled, according to the paper, apparently his interaction with her wasn't very fucking good.
Wow.
You could tell she was under the influence of blank. They're not saying what.
She was high on something, but they might not know.
Maybe nobody fucking knew. They're just like, well, this bitch is out of her mind. I wish I knew why.
Or maybe she's had a psychotic break. I mean, shit,
Yeah, because that would present the same way.
Yeah, it sure would.
It says the neighbor says, I knew whatever she was on when she came off of it, she'd be back for the baby, but she left,
Oh, wait. Oh, so she took off. So she...
Yeah,
left
so
the baby, and then like sometime later, they're like, "Oh, what are you doing under my house? Why don't you go take care of your kid?"
No, I think the neighbor the neighbor had the kid out of there, and I'm thinking they found her under the house. He thought she left, maybe, I'm not sure.
God
I don't
almighty.
know. It
just
still
weirder.
sounds like it's just crazy pants. This is fucking crazy. What the fuck? Okay, I'm very confused now. That bitch is nuts.
Yeah,
Bitch is nuts.
we're confused. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that neighbor is still sitting there thinking,
Oh, what?
"What
Oh,
the
this is
fuck?"
Crawling
the-
under my
Yeah.
house.
It says, in the end, the family called the authorities, who arrested Smith and placed her child in protective custody. The kid is now in the care of the mother of the daughter, or the chick there. Smith's mom is taking care of the baby.
Okay.
And,
Oh God. Oh, I hope.
Let's
Mom
just
is
hope
not
they
an
don't.
enabler.
Yeah, let's just hope she doesn't give her back. Give the
the
baby
neighbor
back.
took the freezer. The neighbor said he took the freezer out of the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
bet he
probably
did.
would too.
Well, that's
I
good
probably
because
would, too.
that's how they tell you to take the doors off those things if they're abandoned, because kids can accidentally put themselves in.
Yep.
It's like with all refrigerators and stuff. So at least this guy learned a lesson about being vaguely negligent, but saved a child in the process. So,
Right.
yay him or her.
Yeah.
They.
Whatever. That was fucking
person.
crazy. Who the hell thought that was? Wow, that girl. Holy crap! Don't give that girl drugs, people. Whatever. Don't
Whatever
give
you
her
do.
drugs.
Do not.
Whatever. Okay, but we found another group of people that they never give these people drugs either, because if you give them drugs, they do things like make people cheese.
Oh God, yeah. Oh. Yeah. This one is kind of it's a little bit like Piss Christ, but creepier.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is more like like this just takes narcissism to a whole new level. So these dairy devils are making cheese from celebrities' bacteria. On May 18th, the team of renegade cheesemakers will showcase Ultra cheese at the Victoria and Albert Museum's forthcoming exhibition, Food Bigger Than the Plate. No samplings of this cheese, which will be showcased in climate-controlled glass, shall be on offer, which is just as well, since they have been made with bacteria from the bodies of British celebrities. Okay, so...
That is so fucked up.
Gross. Now, it's gross
I am
for
not
a
eating
whole
that.
lot of... No, okay, it's gross for a whole lot of levels, though. Okay, one, food be on the plate, you're fucking disgusting. There is a level of opulence and greed and lost in your head that somebody needs to kick the fuck out of it. Food outside the plate. Food is meant to be fucking eaten. It's supposed to stay on the plate. You don't waste food by making food into stuff you can't fucking eat, you wasteful, just entitled elitist ginger bald bitch. Okay,
All right.
ugh.
That's
People
interesting.
cheese.
Well,
What the fuck? This is like pussy beer. No.
Well, and it's from famous people, right? It's supposed to be celebrities. The bacteria from celebrities. Well, you know, it's interesting because there's this movie that David Cronenberg's son made called Antiviral. And in that like weird future, people were getting the diseases that their favorite stars had, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, they were contracting like if they had HIV or something like that.
Like positive, like the pause movement.
Yeah, exactly. Bug chasers,
Bug chasers,
but out of fandom, right? It was crazy. So yeah,
God.
Emulated
good stuff.
stars.
Yeah, it was a good freshman effort on his part. He's not his dad though. I'll tell you that.
Good Lord. Oh.
Well, are y'all ready for the thought block?
Please.
Please.
All right.
Please, can I just people cheese? I'm good. People cheese, people cheese. Really, people cheese.
No, we're going to reject that concept and we're going to move on to something.
To serve man, it's a cookbook, y'all.
The Canaments are here. Oh shit. All right, so everybody queued up and ready to listen?
I'm waiting to load. It's still loaded. There we go. Finally.
Want to kick the music down just a wee bit so we can all talk and shit. And we're going to listen to a former presidential running mate or running person, candidate, running person.
So I grew up in Oklahoma. I learned about my family the same way most people learn about their family, from my mama and my daddy and my aunts and my uncles. And it's what I believe. But I'm not a person of color. I'm not a citizen of a tribe. And I shouldn't have done it.
If you had a chance to do it over, would you?
I can't go back. The president likes to call my mom a liar. What do the facts say?
Because you are
Facts suggest that you absolutely have a Native American ancestor in your pedigree.
Not even the president of the United States will ever take it away
It is
from
on
me.
mine too.
So, I grew up in Oklahoma. I learned about my family the same way most people learn about their family, from my mama and my daddy and my aunts and my uncles. And it's what I believe. But I'm not a person of color. I'm not a citizen of a tribe. And I shouldn't have done it.
If you had a chance to do it over, would you?
I can't go back, but I shouldn't. No.
Charlamagne tells me I'm Dominican, but I don't believe him.
You are. How long did you hold on to that? Because there was some reports that said you were a Native American on your Texas bar license, and that you said you were a Native American on some documents when you were a professor at Harvard. Like, why'd you do that?
So it's what I believe.
He keeps telling me Iowa.
That's like I said. It's what I learned from my family.
When did you find out you weren't?
The audio.
Well, it's not a person of color. I'm not a citizen of a tribe, and tribal citizenship is.
Were there any benefits to that?
No. Boston Globe did a full investigation. It never affected, nothing about my family ever affected any job I ever got.
You didn't get a discount in college? No.
You kind of like the original Rachel Dolezal a little bit. Rachel Dolezal was a white woman pretending to be black.
No, this is what I learned from my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Identify as black. Let me put a picture up of you in your early 20s, though. And when you see this picture, is this an African-American woman?
Kind of like the original Rachel Dolezal.
Holy shit, they kind of look the same.
A white woman pretending to be black.
No, this is what I learned from my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
He wants to slap her. I love the way he's looking at her.
That look.
I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
So is everybody getting the audio
Dumb
now?
brat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Oh, I haven't unmuted my.
No, it won't load the room for me.
Oh.
Are you going? All right, go at the bottom of the.
I have the app.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's on your phone. That's right. That's right. That's
yeah.
right. So it may not work on phone. Anyway, well, let's move on. And all right. So let's see. Yeah. Thought number 2. Climbing that pole. Omega Chi.
Yeah, good job, honey.
Omega Chi.
Oh, it
Bam.
Yeah, because it's a flagpole.
Where's all the ass weight?
It's a flagpole, not a thought pole.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no, it's a flagpole, not a hag pole. Dumbass.
It's not a stripper pole, man. Right?
Obviously, this woman is ready to jump on any pole.
You're not gonna get dollar bills for that one, dumbass.
No shit.
Wider doesn't mean bigger tips, stupid.
All right, we're moving on. Check this out.
Oh my lord!
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. I feel like I might know some of these people for some
About
reason.
his life.
Oh, grandma getting out the car.
Oh no! Here comes
Oh my
Oh god,
white.
here comes
That's Nana.
grandma.
That looks like the woman in that white meme.
Bird lady.
Holy.
You don't want to fuck with me, Mom.
We'll just keep rolling on.
What in the actual fuck was that?
Okay.
What is she saying?
All right, this chick right here, she just picked up and threw in the back of her car the chick that's been having relations with her man.
So she's kidnapping someone.
She admits it. Just check this shit out.
Christ.
Bet you got some donations for it.
Hey, look on the back seat, bitch. You never thought, bitch. She right there. There she say hey, wait, bitch. Wait, wait a minute.
What the fuck is coming out of her mouth?
Say hey, bitch. Talk all that fucking shit, bitch. Who the car now?
Hey, the car now?
Invite. Good fucking bye. Period, bitch.
Goodbye.
Your ass, bitch, fuck off. Period. Say hey again. So I saw dick.
Okay.
So I fucked her man. I'm a hoe. Say it.
I didn't fuck your man for real. I did not fuck your man. He's been gone with his brother at the studio all night.
Okay,
and then when he came
lie
out,
again. Beat your ass again.
I did not suck your man's dick. I did suck dick, but I didn't.
Lie again. I already told him.
Spinning that hip hop
Not
music.
from him.
Fight back,
Be
woman.
lie again,
Shit,
bitch.
she's not that damn
Tell the
scary.
truth, bitch. Tell the truth.
Use your radio.
Oh wait, she didn't
Is
even
it
fuck.
Tell the truth. Telling you the truth.
She's telling
Is
her.
that a baby carrot? No, that's just her.
No. Fucking lie.
Yeah, it's a secret.
And then,
Okay, so that bitch is just fucking crazy.
she's driving.
She needs to go to fucking jail.
Nice fur on
Wait,
the
who else
steering
is
wheel.
in
Did
the
you
car?
check that?
Oh,
Oh, she's got a friend in the car with her.
Yeah, a big friend.
Notice that. I
Why you
thought
crying
she was
now,
going
bitch?
on, but no, she's
Fuck up, bitch. You going home. Goodbye. Say goodbye.
If anything,
Say goodbye.
the chick in the passenger seat is the one to be scared of.
Okay.
She hasn't said a fucking word.
Kidnap.
She is obviously using
I'm
her
gonna tell you how. I'm
as a
fucking your
fucking
man.
henchman.
Fuck him now, bitch.
Yeah, and at some point she lays the phone down, and then she goes and beats on the bitch again. But I cut it out.
She's got
and then
a friend that's in the car. That's
why are they laughing about this? This woman didn't do anything.
Shut up.
She screwed her man. What she thinks, man. There's a lot of that going around.
The chick was telling her I
Bitch.
read before and
Well,
during
you
her
were fucking
husband,
him, was you?
but she did not.
Why you crying?
That she was hanging at the studio with.
Mm-hmm.
She was hanging at the studio with some other people, and that guy wasn't there.
But the brother was.
She
Yeah.
was saying.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
She's crazy as hell.
Yeah,
Her man-
she's just fucking.
Her friend is probably worse.
Her man needs to run
Look at stupid.
because he's sticking his dick in a place where it doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
you know that's
the next thought in the thought block is another warning about plastic surgery.
Yeah, she needs to go die in a fire in Minecraft. Oh God, what the fuck is this, dude? Somebody tell me, is this allergic reaction to something, or is this some sort of physical disorder, or is it a math?
It's plastic surgery.
Bad plastic surgery.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's just her eyebrows.
Oh my God.
I think this is India. I can't quite make the language.
What the hell is she doing with her head?
It's a dance, I guess.
She was dancing.
Plastic face.
That's crazy.
Well, I remember when Michael Jackson performed there. You guys don't remember this clip?
Well, if you've got a drinking problem, you may.
From LA.
It does, man. Yeah, I know. Remember? Yeah, Bruce Campbell. Yeah, he was the.
That was Kurt Russell.
No, Bruce Campbell was the doctor.
Oh, he was. He was the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. It just makes me think of the nurse.
Yeah, no doubt.
Emma, could you imagine if she would have shook her head like that and came up with a completely different face?
That would have been awesome.
That would have been the shit.
That would have been
potato head.
All right,
that would have been not horrifying.
You may have a drinking problem if you do what we're fixing to look at.
Goeie slok.
Doe
normaal. Slikken. Ik heb niet gezien, nog een keer. Nee, stop.
Single asses don't mean nothing to me.
Stop.
Has anybody done that though after a party and like drank like 3/4 of a
out of a
beer was
can?
Yeah, and have the butt falling.
Everybody put their butts in it. Yeah.
I never have, but I watched our blonde drunk girl do that. That was funny.
Oh my god. Okay, so drinking in Russia is an entirely different experience than drinking anywhere else I know of.
Oh yeah. There's more Russian shit coming up, man.
Oh my god, that was great.
All right, imagine. All right, so you've got one of those doorbell systems that's got the little camera on it and stuff, and you every once in a while something pops on it like a dog or something, or somebody delivers a package. You see that stuff, and the next morning you wake up and you see this, and realize,
boy.
Yep.
Hello. Anyone home? Hey. Hey. Hello. Hello. Hello, is anyone home?
Oh my god.
Is that creepy or what, man?
Yes.
You keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Bring it. It's the same recording. Hello.
That's something you do to your best friend.
Here's some Al Qaeda kids playing soccer.
No. Dude, oh my god.
Jihadi soccer.
Oh, I might have burned my foot.
Nobody's playing the goalie, if you'll notice.
You just stop that fucking thing?
This is really on a whole new level.
Lava ball.
They're barefooted too, man. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
We'll change the channel.
That's
an early heads up well before any watches or warnings are issued to give you the opportunity to plan, prepare, and protect your family against strong to severe thunderstorms. That being said, it's not the perfect solution because, of course, with Code Red, it's all-inclusive. It doesn't recognize that not all storms are created equal. On the other hand, the National Weather Service has the severe weather outlook every day, which offers a scale, if you will, not only in a color-coded scale, but on a 1 to 5 scale, not only giving you the potential of how frequent the storms will be, whether isolated or widespread, or the intensity of the storms from simply possibility of some damaging winds and some small hail, all the way up to a large outbreak of tornadoes and life-threatening situation. On the other hand, Code Red was created by likely a journalism school graduate.
I know, it's my
That
area.
being said, I'm a journalism school graduate, so it's not perfect. A lot of people not very happy with this over the last few months since we've implemented it on Storm Team 20. That's evident by the thousands of comments on social media, letters to the editor, frequent calls to local talk radio shows. We've heard you. And yes, we realize you have some very strong and passionate views about it. And as far as the Code Red name itself goes, we get that too. I certainly do. It's certainly, when you hear Code Red, you think as they say, the feces is about to hit the fan. So with that being said, we understand your concerns, and we want you to know that we take them very seriously as far as myself goes. I don't take myself very seriously, but I do take my job seriously and my responsibility to the public. So we want you to know it's not us. This is a corporate initiative, the Code Red Alert. And behind the scenes, many of us have tried to dissuade it for the last few months to try something else that's less controversial to the viewers. And it continues to be controversial based on all the social media that continues to this day. So keep in mind, despite the fact that this facility is owned by a corporation, it's still licensed under the authority by the Federal Communications Commission to serve the public interest, convenience, and necessity. So you still have a voice. Keep those cards and letters coming.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That this is written by a journalism school graduate.
Yeah.
The adorable little we hear. We recognize you're upset. But really, we don't care. We want to be able to keep running this code red thing that scares you because we want you to buy our shit and listen to us.
Yeah.
Fuck these people, man.
That looks a whole lot like the meteorologist I saw who lost his shit at all those people who were bitching that they wanted to go back to the show. And he was like, there are tornadoes in our area, you selfish little jerks.
Oh, you know what? It might be that guy. Are you serious? This is really important. And you guys want to go back to a show?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just that kind of perfect scolding of you little brats, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason I wanted to get this. Is this the guy that you were talking about, Pickle? Is this a weatherman you're aware of? This guy?
I don't personally know the channel it's on because it's a bit south of me, but yeah, it does kind of remind me of that guy from that other video.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? All right, and we'll move on to this. You want to play Spin the Pig?
Woo!
All the time.
Woo.
It's better than playing Spin the Cat.
Good boy. Good boy. There he goes.
She should have worn
That's
something a lot
nowhere
more
near
covering
as-
and less sheer.
That's nowhere near as fun as Spin the Kitty.
Yeah,
On a linoleum. Okay, I shouldn't say that on stream. Never mind.
No, after the cat fucker. Spin the Kitty has a whole new meaning.
I know. Never mind. Oh my God.
We're moving
Fucking
on.
Didn't think about it.
We're going to Russia. So is this a good thing or a bad thing? You tell me. This may be in America. Who knows, man? It's linen. It's linen.
It's linen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. Boom.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Popped off.
That was fucking amazing. That was brilliant. Patink said his dome.
I love
All right, now this is all right. Check this out. All right, this is. I think it's in. It's called Krasne Shermovo, which is there's a munitions plant in this little town, and this is what's going up, and this is what she's listening to. So she sees
Офигеть, офигеть!
Oof.
Охренеть!
Okay, quit screaming.
the new shit.
It's not going to help you. It's actually going to damage your ears more.
Americans aren't going to bomb you.
Офигеть!
It looks like Godzilla.
Охренеть просто!
Prost.
Fuck, I'm just...
Prost.
Офигеть!
Holy fucking shit, she just said.
That reminds me of that Far Side cartoon with the mushroom cloud. This means bag the limit.
Now check this out. This is in Moscow, okay? And this is an African American or I don't know, African Russian, I don't know, drag queen.
A dark-skinned Russian that's in drag. What the hell?
Trying to rip him off.
Whoa.
Well then.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are just pissed off people without dinner.
And this is also in Russia. A man had a stroke on a bus, and this is how they help him. That looks like maybe a cable car, maybe not really a bus.
No, that's a bus.
Yeah,
it's an electric tram bus, though. It's like a tram.
It's a huge.
Are you serious? They have a stroke. He has a stroke, so they just drop him on the road and leave.
Whoa.
What the fuck, Russia?
Is this some cold shit or what, man?
They were like, all right, this is what we do with Jimmy.
Everybody has to die.
Everybody's gotta die sometime.
Hey, Tim Wheeler makes me want to give crazy people baseball hats and metal rings.
Is the trend gonna leave that guy there?
Yes. They're gonna just drive away, dude.
We got a schedule to keep, y'all.
That lady's like, oh, that guy must be drunk.
Jeez. just pathetic.
The fuck is wrong, dude? Okay, yeah, talk some shit about Americans because we wouldn't leave somebody on the road like that.
Dude, no shit. You know?
Talk some shit. Yeah, America, we're so fucking selfish and horrible. Yeah, we leave people on the street like that.
God damn.
Fuck that.
This car's like...
My son stopped. No, my son stopped it with a friend of ours, and they gave a guy CPR and resuscitated him after he had a stroke from getting too hot. Fucking no. This is horrible.
And they drive away.
Yep.
And these people just walk up
They're
with
going to
kids.
school.
Well, they probably just thought he'd passed out.
Most people probably would. But...
There's like
Yeah,
4
'cause
minutes of this shit, so it's like I'll speed it up for you.
These people walk up. Okay, somebody checks on him.
You okay? You okay?
All right.
Yeah. Check see if he's got a watch. You want this watch?
Take his
sir?
shoes.
Can I have this watch?
Okay, so people have come to check on him now.
Yeah.
Could they just stand around looking at? Oh, finally.
Finally, the ambulance comes.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Somebody help them. Jeez.
What the
Maybe
fuck,
we're all
dude?
Standing there.
It's
like,
funny when the
"Hey,
ambulance
hungry
comes,
now?"
everybody acts like they give a shit. Like all these other people come out, man.
Is that guy dead?
I mean, I think that literally is like a leftover from the Soviet days. It's like they didn't want to fuck with anybody's business because they didn't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at the same time, yeah, content warning. I'm an adult and I want to see
Check
this
this
video.
out. This is exactly what it looks like.
This is why clowns are bullshit, people. Are you? Please catch yourself.
Burger bong.
No.
Burger.
He made a burger bowl.
Burger pipe.
Let's back that up and see it again, man. It's just so fucking funny.
Clowns are gross. It's better without the clown.
I think you're supposed to be Ronald McDonald.
No,
man.
that's scary.
I'm a different kind of clown. I got a Johnny Bravo wig.
Ronald McDonald.
That fucking...
The fucked up thing is he's not wearing like fake front teeth, people. That's not fake front teeth, guys. Those are his real
So
front
you can
teeth.
get, it's like a bowl and munchies built into one thing, man. You know? Oh look, he's got the kernel.
I would think that would taste like ass.
Burgerine.
It would taste terrible because it would be cold.
Yeah, it would taste
Skunky, cold.
Old ass burgers and shit.
Yeah.
All right, here's another drug thing, man. This is when you're high on like opiates.
Baby J, don't be on.
This is weird.
You're not
Don't
out.
be on that.
And this dude is not
Baby
out.
J. Baby J, bro.
Yeah, he's
you ain't
stuck.
on that lean and shit again, bro. Damn, that nigga lean serious.
Look
Look,
at that
Bill.
lean, man.
Yo, that Baby J. Yo, Baby
See
J, bro.
his eyes. He's dreaming.
He's like a baby drinking milk, drinking a bottle.
He's seeing everything.
He got $1 milk.
That's fucking insane.
It's crazy. No, it's fucked up, man. Welcome to my neighborhood, neighbor.
Yeah, that nigga gripping that.
How often does this happen?
Baby J.
He spilled that whole bottle of milk, man. That's crazy.
Don't
isn't
cry over it. It's okay.
He spilled
That is
nice.
fucking insane. Yeah, that it was really.
And
He
and then
did.
this is the drugs are bad, okay?
The devil is dead. You can kill yourself.
Okay.
The Lord will forgive you. Kill yourselves. Everybody, kill yourselves. Now, Trump, do it.
Now, don't. This is not an.
Wait, is that
We are
that
not
crazy
advocating for this
flat earth
crazy bitch. All right.
No.
She's
Is
nuts.
this that crazy flat Earth bitch?
No, it's just that it says meth.
I don't have Twitter. Everybody on Twitter,
And,
Oh my God.
Apparently, it's yeah. So, well, I don't know if we'll ever find out what the fuck happened to her.
She probably just got pulled over.
Yeah. And I think drugs are involved in this one. You know.
You tripping, man. You tripping, dog.
Something got hit.
They just ran. That was a person. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, she hit the guy, and his bag of whatever the fuck that is.
What the fuck? Oh, it's her.
Some violent ass women, man. I'm telling you, shit. Don't fuck with that.
What is she doing to him?
I like the guy just stand there watching him get his ass kicked.
If he didn't beat her to the point she ended up in the hospital or fuck her sister, there is no reason to treat another human being like this. What the hell?
He broke her bone.
He's trying not to get himself caught filming this.
He broke her bong? Is that what he said?
You better get out the way.
Whoops. Hey, you didn't get out of the way.
She tripping, but yeah, better get out the way.
And this is old, but I knew y'all would need to see this right about now.
Ban assault bitches, dude. That bitch needs to. Ew.
Oh.
Just listen.
Look at the glue.
Glue.
Glue's made of horses.
Already.
Only boys are turned into Only horses are turned into glue.
Only horses something glue?
Only horses can, make glue.
Only boys are forced to sit in glue.
Only boys are forced to sit in glue.
And apparently this is a really old channel. I mean, this is like YouTube, like 2006, you know? Back in the day. Everybody's going to make it stop,
What the fuck, man? This is like...
It's only a matter of time before your diapers gets really stuck in the glue.
Oh, no. I might already had that guy featured on the
A
channel.
transgender woman says she was targeted at a popular gay bar in Dallas, and she thinks the security guard was way out of line. Take a look.
You're not allowed to touch me. You're not going in. Hey,
Know the person's first name.
Yes, get away.
This video has been viewed on Facebook more than 2,000 times.
Landscape,
The incident
people.
happened at JR's,
Okay.
a bar in
Landscape.
the Oakland neighborhood. Blair Jerusek says the bartender refused to serve her, then forced her to leave, and that's when things got physical.
I demanded a reason.
he's
I don't
tiny.
think it's fair to just tell
Well,
me
that's
that
a
I
man.
can't be somewhere because the manager doesn't want me there, especially during Pride Month at a gay bar where I should feel
I'm
safe.
sorry, what?
Like, I think
Yeah.
that he handled it extremely
The manager
inappropriately.
said, leave, bitch. Leave.
It looks
Just
like the
because-
bar agrees
just because
that
the
JR's gave
person
us
in
this
charge
statement
of the
while
building
our
that I'm
employees take
supposed
every
to be
measure
there,
to
that doesn't
ensure the
mean I
safety of
don't.
both staff and patrons.
Right.
Any actions that are deemed contrary
it
to our
sounds
beliefs
like
and
she was
values
showing her
as a
ass and
company
shit, and
will not be
they were
tolerated.
Acting
JR's
inappropriately.
tells us
and
the
then she
security guard
says,
seen in that
she basically pulled Carlos Mazon, this, and forced
Oh, she had the list.
corporation
Okay,
down.
no, wait. She went into a bar in Dallas,
Yeah,
and she went and got fucking stupid.
yeah. See, I don't think that's a gay bar.
Video was dismissed,
per se.
and the
That's
manager
it.
who kicked Blair out was fired.
Wow.
Fired for kicking
The
somebody
manager
out. That's-
and the bouncer.
Because.
It is. It's the new
I would say-
Space Force Commander's actually right.
Yeah. Now, if
This is funny.
you want to stay in a hotel, don't refer to the concierge as an N-word. Just saying.
But you called me a
I
fucking
need to
nigger.
stay here. My mother died.
I understand that, but you called me a fucking
sorry.
nigger.
I'm
No,
sorry.
you weren't sorry when you said it on the phone.
Listen, there was
No,
people screaming
but
at home.
at the end of the day,
I
and
need
the
a
climate that we live in today's
I said
society,
I was sorry.
I understand that, but
Trump's America.
It's above me now.
I need a room tonight.
Well, there's the Best Western next door.
No, please, let me hear. My daughter's here.
I'm sorry, but
Get the
I
fuck
was
out
on the
then.
phone when
Bye.
you said it.
I said I'm sorry. Please, I've had a horrible...
My
And
mama
I had
died.
a horrible time when hearing that.
He won't let me in.
It's above me. She called me a fucking nigger.
Sir,
It's not
my
even the woman
grandma
who-
just
I
died.
understand that, but it's above me.
Let me,
Okay.
please let me.
It's above me.
It's
Sorry.
not the
Okay.
The Best
It's
Western
above
Called
him.
next door.
Obviously, it's above him.
Sir, the rest of our family
I
is
understand
here.
that, but it's above me.
Obviously, it's above
Please.
him to understand how to be a
I
gracious fucking
I
human and the
understand
better
that.
person.
She's very...
It's
Yes, that's true.
Didn't she change her story,
Big
though,
up.
from her mama to her grandmama?
It's a figure. I
Yeah,
give a shit.
I
I
heard
give a
that too.
shit. You should be. I give a shit. You should be the better person.
Yeah, this is more the creepy clown thing. It's like you're in the hospital and these weird clowns.
I'm not okay with this.
This
I'm
is
not
fucked
okay.
up,
They
isn't it?
got masks and shit, dude. My kids
I
are
am
freaking
totally
out
okay
and
with
scared. I am not.
Get down to
It's
clown,
probably
bro.
ready to
No,
just
That's
every-
A transgender high school athlete who is biologically a male took first place in both the 100 and 200 meter
Taste
dash
penis,
at
taste
Connecticut's
Okay,
Girls
no.
Track
Speaking of
and
drag
Field State
queens.
Championships.
Yeah,
when I'm
no.
at the start of the race, when I'm lining up and getting into my blocks, everyone already knows the outcome. Those two athletes are going to come 1 and 2, and everyone knows it.
The Connecticut Interscholastic Athletic Conference, the CIAC, says that athletes can choose to compete for the sport in which they gender identify with.
No one thinks it's fair because we all know that males are physically stronger than females and they compete at a higher level.
Petitions are circulating in Plainville and Glastonbury after 2 trans girls swept the competition at the state track and field championships.
Oh yeah.
From 3rd on, it's a little different.
Wait, what?
We're actually fighting for those spots,
My name Katrina.
but in those meets, there's no way that one of us biological males will be able to outrun those transgender athletes.
This is happening at the higher up.
Yes, it has been affecting track and field in Connecticut, but the door is open there for any sport.
Why not just have the transgender people compete against other transgender people?
And
And
then
then I watched the
what's
race,
going on with
and
this
I saw
girl
that this
who's
girl was
really trained
blowing
all
away
her
the competitors.
life, you know,
And I thought, hey, this isn't right. This
get a
usually doesn't happen.
scholarship and go to school
And
and
then
this
later,
shit.
that in that
And
same
now it's,
meet, I found
so
out
it's been,
that athlete was a transgender female.
Torpedo.
And then in outdoor
Because they're gonna look at
last
the
year,
names and they're not gonna look at.
there was
the
another
back.
transgender that
There's a
came
really
out,
big thing
and
here,
she
especially
competed as a
with the
male
kids
for 3
level.
seasons.
That's really big
and
deal.
was a
We
mediocre
aren't
as a
talking
male.
about kids that have
and
had
then
a long
ended up
time to have the
transitioning over to
HRT and
female.
have the decrease
And
of
again, blew everyone out of
male
the competition.
advantage.
Something that has happened.
No, they haven't.
recently
They do not
for
have the.
Selena was being left out of the New England Championship.
Matter of
She was
fact,
the
it's
first one out of the
how long
final
is it going to take for the
and
bone
was
density
the
to
8th one
change?
in the state. Since 2 first places
Forever?
were taken by boys who
Because
identify as
this is,
girls.
I mean, it's utterly
She could have
ridiculous.
been
They're not going to
the
be
6
happy
girls
until somebody gets
going.
killed.
And instead, she was a spectator.
And that is what is going to happen. In some of these contact matches, you know, like in MMA and that kind of thing, somebody is going to get killed.
Yeah, some woman's gonna die
in high school.
And then,
doesn't go there.
what the hell are you going to do? Because you sanction the goddamn fight. You can't charge that person with
That is
murder.
not even on the table.
And you can't charge the promoter because everybody says, well, you have to be accepting and
I think it's gotten to
inclusive.
the point where some girls
make
are
the
starting
laws
to stray
that way.
away from those
Look,
events
I don't-
and are hoping
If it were just
to go
shooting
to
and
other
archery,
events,
I'd
so then
put
actually
women
have
against
a fair
men,
chance of
trans
winning.
people, you know,
And
whatever.
in my case, I have
But bone density,
my field event long jump. That
muscle
was
mass,
my
muscle
safe
mass,
if you want to call it,
all make
where the results were fair no
all
matter
make
what,
an
because it was
enormous
girls competing against girls.
difference.
But now, unfortunately,
And the
one
ability-
of those
the-
athletes has started to compete.
Your
in
hormone
long jump.
treatment,
So
it might
now
knock
none of my
down
events
your
are
gross
safe.
testosterone level,
It's frustrating
but
when
it
you
has
know that
not
you're on your
reduced your
best,
muscle mass
and
yet. It
no
has
matter
not
what, your
reduced
best
your
is never
bone
gonna be enough.
density. It's not reduced your height advantage.
And this is a normal, healthy young lady, right?
She's beautiful, actually. She's quite a pretty little girl.
Right, and you know, and she's not anorexic or any of that shit, right?
No, she's smart, and you can tell there's a fire in those eyes.
Yeah.
She's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah,
Pretty little
and I
girl.
don't blame her for being pissed. Uzi's,
I'd be pissed too.
Uzi is,
I'm pissed too.
yeah.
Yes, there are days like this, guys. This is no lie. Especially
I mean, here's the thing. Nobody wants.
Oh God, y'all
nobody
call the
wants to
fire
keep
department,
people
baby.
Of the fact that people
her
have.
hair is stuck in the motor.
Her hair is stuck in the motor. her extensions, and she doesn't want him to fuck the extensions up. Listen to this shit.
Cut it.
Was it loosening up or was it tight?
Cut it. You gonna have to cut that off.
You have to cut that off.
You gotta cut that.
Yeah, you gotta cut that, baby, or call the fire department.
You ready?
No, don't pull it. Don't pull it. Hey, baby. Hold this for me. He won.
again, landscape people.
Those woofers are just fucking ridiculous.
Hold on, Jay, hold on.
What's this girl? Okay, you gonna get on my.
She is so obsessed with her weed.
You take off me, I'm gonna put you to sleep one here. Move to the car. Straight up.
Breaking nothing, honey. She's not breaking my phone. This GG phone. Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew she was going to cut it. Yeah,
It's the weave of your head, honey.
It's a hair-headed hooligan. She can't figure out the fucking...
Okay, remember the chick in the
Girl,
car?
let me move this car.
Well, this one's
The crazy bitch?
yeah. This is another
The kidnapper?
one. This is another crazy bitch that's found a person that's been making eyes at her man.
Wow.
If it's gonna work.
Slap the shit out of her.
Jesus Christ, dude, slap me once, I will grab you by whatever appendage I can wrap my fucking hand around and put your face in the nearest shiny thing fucking find. Do not ever slap me and expect me not to fucking arm you.
Yo, I didn't do anything. Who y'all nigga? Who y'all nigga?
Who y'all nigga? Who y'all nigga? I don't know, but you about ready to call me massa.
You was talking all that shit. I don't even know you. Please leave me alone.
And they're ganging up on her. Once again, bullies, bullies like to travel in packs.
You got that phone, guess what? That's a weapon. Beat the shit out of her with it. Just...
You hella hard.
Like I told you, there's certain people in the hood that have henchmen.
She's got the height disadvantage because she could elbow her right in her mouth.
This is why I am always armed, people. Crazy bitch, because I marvel at somebody's height or some shit like that. You get in my face. I will harm them.
Well, you know, brass knucks are legal in Texas now.
Stop. Leave me alone. Is this our floor? Leave
Brass
me
knuckles.
alone. Somebody help me. Somebody help me.
Yep. Bullies.
Oh no, that is a felony right there.
Yep.
You better be cool too, bitch.
You better be cool too, bitch. Don't tell anybody this
Don't
happened.
snitch on that shit. That's right.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
You
No,
told on
that's
yourself, you
harm
uploaded it to the fucking
yourself,
internet.
people.
Right. Now, this is the
Remove
guy-
the
this-
bullies from the population.
This guy is flying in a helicopter, tranquilizing critters. Okay. This is in Africa.
doing it for shits and giggles.
He fell out.
Yes, he did. Was he doing it for shits and giggles, or was he
Oh
actually?
my god, I bet that hurt.
I think it was part of his job.
Servancy work.
Uh-oh.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I knew you had a dick. What's up?
He's got a henchman too.
What's up? Swing. I want you to swing.
Or she does. I can't tell who's the.
Me neither.
Yeah, they're both at each other. The teacher should be between them right now.
Trash is what they are.
Oh, spit.
She
Yeah,
spit on
that's a
him.
punch in the
and,
face.
he popped her back. I would never hit a girl.
Fuck him up. Oh, now the
Now the
teacher's
teacher's there.
And the teacher's about to get assaulted.
Oh, and he just shoved the teacher.
Oh shit! Oh.
You don't let teachers, if these are high-risk kids, which they might be, like my posse don't do homework, let them have a damn taser.
What the
Meanwhile,
hell?
in Ecuador,
All I need is some.
you got the boombox horse. That's right.
Just need the big ass cowboy boots to go with them.
That's one well-trained horse.
That's a pissed off ass, is what that is.
We needed something to giggle at, you know.
It's a mule. Look at his ears. I think it may be a mule.
And this is the sports thing that I wanted to spend
He's
some time
irritated
on.
either way.
Is this young lady here? She's Canadian. Her name is Jessica.
A lot of the World Junior Open, Junior Championship. So right now she's just turned 24. She's in her first year as an Open.
I think it is.
Big squad here.
Buettner.
Jessica
202
Buettner.
pounds.
Buettner.
Yeah. 182K.
Look deep enough. No issues for her there, surely.
She's gonna end up snapping one day.
Is that 480 pounds, something like that?
Okay.
Let's watch Jessica here. Wow, she powered through there.
Did you say 182?
That's 190 kilograms.
That was 190.
Her opening deadlift is 220 kilos.
That's 418 pounds.
192.9 pounds she's bench pressing.
She's benching 200
I think
Is
these
she
two lifters are going to
192 kilograms?
Is she trans or is she normal?
87.5. She's a girl.
Or just normal woman?
192 kilograms is 423
She's
pounds.
not massively huge either. She's like normal woman size.
You should check her thighs, man. She's got some great quads.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying she's not like massive. You know what I mean? She doesn't like all steroided out or anything. She just looks like a woman.
Every lift and get every kilo
Yeah, and
you
she's
can.
got an Instagram and everything.
Because that's going to give you your best shot.
She's very pretty. Yeah.
So
you're right.
reserving their energy, maybe.
Well, and just knowing that
Pro
you're
lap
not leaving
something one of
kilos
these
on the
times.
platform.
No,
right?
she's not.
No, she's got. Look at her core. Look at her position.
You know, if
She should be up there one day.
Beautiful job on the deadlifts.
She goes into a deadlift and she's like, she goes, I didn't even know I was pregnant.
out here.
Yeah. Especially the last couple of days, been behind a bit.
Look at her hamstrings too.
That's 220 kilograms.
Man, fuck.
They've relied on a lot of the same people. Looked like a good opener for Jess.
That's 485 pounds.
Well, they gave it to her 2-1. She's gonna have to watch that if she, you know, what we said, 24 years old. Yeah, 24 freaking years.
Look at her
old.
tricep.
I know.
231.5 kilos
I
coming
pray
up
for
for
arms
her.
like that.
Yeah, but she doesn't look overt. Like she just looks like a strong woman. She looks.
It's only her legs.
I love how overt, but she still looks overtly feminine.
Yeah.
She's just a strong-looking female.
She's thick, baby.
She's thick.
That's right.
She gonna kick your ass.
I would say that actually moved better than her first. So I wonder if maybe she had better positioning. Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe we'll see her during the Olympics.
Back in the day when powerlifting wasn't this big, we didn't have these huge flights. So it was a courtesy, and it was considered a courtesy from back then. But we gotta tune into this.
Oh yeah.
I gotta stop because I gotta watch Jess pull this deadlift.
240.5 kilos.
Okay, so she's gonna lift like close
No.
to 400 pounds here, guys.
And look at her face. She's smiling because she's been trying to.
That's over 400.
Perspective as well.
Tema.
It was
That-
over 4.
Yeah.
It was
Okay,
over
I
400.
couldn't see the
200 and
numbers.
they said she went for 242 and a half.
Yeah.
Kilos?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like 500 pounds.
It's like
That's 534 pounds.
Holy shit.
All right, now, this
I
is,
couldn't
all
see
right,
the
these
number.
kids are going to this exam, and while they're touching all these upside down funnels, I have no idea.
Good luck.
Yeah, definitely for good luck to take their exams.
Yeah.
I think it's their placement exams because they are a communist
Probably.
country. You
But
know,
I love all the
and
people
and the
cheering
exams
on.
decide what they do for a living. So
Yeah.
being American's always going to be better, y'all. Just saying.
Alrighty then.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No.
What's gone wrong?
What's he gonna rupture?
He's gonna black out, isn't he? I can see it this time.
Pass out.
Yep. He's not breathing. Oh. Wait, oh.
Super cheap way to get high.
Yeah, he choked himself out.
That color, that color of
by the
purple.
way-
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Really, dude?
You know,
Well,
sometimes
when they
you just
told
got to
him to-
fuck the sidewalk. I mean, you know, hey.
When they told him to fuck the world, he took it literally.
He was literally
the guy sees
rubbing
him and he
his...
just gets up and walks away, man. All right.
Yeah, and he's
Guys.
He's gonna wonder tomorrow why his pecker is skimmed.
It's like
I was gonna say he was literally rubbing his dick on concrete, people.
No shit.
Gravel.
Ow.
It was in between the time.
Last couple of things.
Oh God, damn.
The car is. This is Sparta.
Yeah.
That's not how you make a wish, people.
Nice.
That smart car isn't very smart either. That was triple GPS. I got a million of these, people.
It told me to turn left.
That's not how you walk.
And this is a Ferrari. Beautiful red Ferrari.
Oh no.
That car, that lady bounced off 2 cars. Okay, this is a bad day.
Uh-oh.
That thumping sound is
That's the overload of the exhaust.
This guy doesn't have a clue what he's doing.
Somebody's got a fry capacitor.
Dude, yeah. Whoever's driving that, this is their first time behind the wheel, and they reverse. Oh, no.
Oh, brilliant.
Dude.
Oh my God, that's.
All right, and for last but not least, well, you know, I don't know. Should I do this one?
Yes, you should.
The monkey giving unexpected.
You've shown us clowns already, dude.
Okay. This is not a monkey either. The people don't know that this is obviously a baboon. Okay.
It's a baboon.
A little bit different from monkeys, but he's at the zoo. The duck's got a little baby, and
he's gonna eat the baby.
The duck's trying to.
I'm like, fuck you, man. Let's fight. They're gonna hash it out.
It's German, isn't it?
Are they taking bets?
Oh, gross. Oh, man. Oh, let it go. Let it go.
It's too late. It's too late. He's already started pulling it into pieces and eating it.
Oh.
What the fuck, dude?
Yes.
Oh,
gross.
But
yeah,
we worship these, right? We should worship these?
Oh,
these
no.
should be worshipped?
I'm sorry.
Oh. And all right, if you're a hockey fan, you know the Bruins shit the bed this week.
No, I don't.
And this is right at the end of the game. You got some drunk people from Boston. Just saying. Maybe a little Irish.
Uh-oh.
Watch this.
Oh, definitely hockey, boys. Definitely. That's just hockey. The ball guy beating on everybody.
And this is also Boston. These are Antifa people thinking this dude's a skinhead, but he's not.
No. Elaborate. What does that mean? Sanitary housing.
What do you think about white people? What do you think about white people?
Say what you mean. People, hate is not the answer. It's not fucking hate.
Jesus
taught us to love each other.
Whoa, why did you hit that man?
Because he thought he was a Nazi. Oh, no, that's right. He was a Nazi because, obviously, right?
Because he had a shaved head and he was white?
Exactly.
Right.
Hey,
get on your fucking property.
This is Antifa. This is
fuck you!
Fucking veteran.
Remember when they were blocking ice?
Mm-hmm.
This is
Portland.
Check this shit out. Using machine gun paintball.
Hold tight. Hold tight.
hey! Jesse! Let them fucking go!
Fuck you!
Those are pepper balls. Rounds, by the way. Those are pepper balls.
They hurt.
This is fun, but it's not as fun as the guy got the big background in the front.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I love you!
Really? What the fuck is wrong with you, fucking scumbags?
Fuck you!
And we'll call this the last one, and then we'll go back into the other room.
Wait,
Wrap this
mate, it's
thing
all on
up.
TV. You just hit me.
Oh, this was funny.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you fucking twink. Give me back my shit, you fucking twink. Oh, you fucking twink. That's not your shit, you fucking twink.
It's my hat. You've just destroyed my property. You'll make America great again.
The light shows
I think America's done a great job with
It's
Donald
an
Trump.
Australian.
Yeah, well, talk to them about it.
Sounds like it.
No.
What's your name?
My name's Cyrus.
Cyrus, okay.
What's your name? Okay, come over here.
Don't touch me.
No,
Don't touch me.
I'm just escorting you to the pro-Donald Trump house.
This is the anti-guy. I have a right to say what I think is right.
Yeah, but not here, mate. That's the other side.
It doesn't matter. Listen, you're getting in my face and being aggressive. I'm not
Look at your hairstyle, you got no hair. Ugly looking drink.
Don't say people. You swore. I'm going to word at him.
So I would be able to talk to you if I was homophobic. You're a man. I'd be fucking scared of you. No, that's not homophobic.
Whatever they want.
I'm not afraid of any homosexual because I'm not homosexual.
But he's absolutely correct about the definition of
You're sick. You're sick. Don't sit there and mingle with all the right people. Go and mingle with the wrong ones.
Ain't that America? I mean,
Great Britain. Now, apparently, not all of London or Great Britain really agrees with what the mainstream media is pushing as the narrative. Apparently, something like 70% of Great Britons were really happy to see Trump.
Yeah, they didn't get the numbers they wanted at their protest rally, and then that fetal alcohol syndrome blonde bitch who was part of the crowd that attacked the older man, pushed him to the ground, milkshaked him. An American tourist, by the way.
Yeah,
She ended up losing her job.
Good.
They wrote it. Now there was a petition to get her fired, which is a little shitty.
Yeah.
But she was a contractor apparently with the NHS in mental health, mind you.
Of course.
Then what the? Okay.
And she's screaming, "You're a Nazi! You're a Nazi!" in this guy's face.
That's amazing. It blows my mind. When you were working in the mental health industry, did you find that a lot of the people that were practitioners for mental health were people that were incredibly fucked up and they got into mental health because they were fucked up?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the people I know with clinical psychology degrees
are crazy.
Got the damn degrees because they were trying to self-diagnose.
And the bigger the job, the crazier they are. It's fucking insane, man. Yeah.
The psychiatrists are not as flippy as the.
It depends on the shrink. Yeah, but exactly.
So it just when she said that, it made me think of it because I was like, mental health agencies. It seems like a lot of the practitioners are some of the craziest fucking people you'll ever meet.
Well,
physician heal thyself.
That's why you major in psych is to find out what the fuck's wrong with you.
I can see why. I can see why.
Yeah.
Or for marketing. I mean, there are people that do it for marketing.
I mean, you could just find the answer in I don't know, religion or some shit. Whatever.
Or you could stop trying to have all the answers.
Well,
or you could stop expecting to get all the answers. Sometimes it doesn't have an answer you're going to understand or you're going to get.
You noticed that most of his patients were either Jewish or Protestant, and he said he believed that there weren't as many Catholic patients because of confession, right? That they had, they unburdened themselves or whatever you want to call it through verbally. Anyway. So, God, this has been a crazy show.
It's been a crazy week.
You had some good videos there, brother.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to. Oh yeah. I want to deliver and and try to give everybody something they can't get anywhere else. I know that I'm doing some kind of things that resemble certain YouTubers that I emulate, and I'm sure that they will be flattered to know that. AP being one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of what got me into the whole thing. But this has been great. And really we started last week with Stone Monkey, but we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be spinning the cylinder and popping the same 4 bullets in every month, hopefully. And the second week or the second in the cycle is Miss Prospero here. She agreed to do this, and it's been awesome. We really love it when she hangs out with us and waxes ecstatic.
Well, I appreciate y'all including me. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you for coming in and being as snarky as I am.
Exactly, man. It's like I knew you and Timma would hit it off, man. You know.
Yeah, we're dangerous, and don't leave us alone and unattended. Because
if I had a child I'd given up for adoption, I'd be really worried.
Right.
Very much so.
I would be incredibly relieved too.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, Sunday.
I can claim you. I don't have to prove it.
Sunday on the ice cream interview, I've got Mad Dodge is going to be joining me, and we're going to hang out. Yeah, we're gonna shoot the gip with Mr. Nice. Mad Dodge. Yeah, maybe pour one out for Cabby.
That's right.
Yeah, love from a Cabby, missing man. But yeah, so anybody got anything they want to shill before we leave?
I'm gonna be putting up a video sometime soon. I'm this whole adpocalypse thing has spurred me to get back in the saddle. Like, really spurred me get back in the saddle because I'm so nonplussed and unimpressed by what Google has chosen to do here that it's time to get back on the horse, as it were.
Indeed, indeed.
And you can find me and my friends over on Minions of the Zoo. Night streams at 11:30 Monday through Sunday. We stream every night, same channel, different hosts. I host on Thursdays.
And it's always really fun.
Yeah, we're an interesting crowd, and you never know what people are going to talk about. So that makes it even more entertaining.
That's right.
It's like ADD, but with big words.
This is like ADD with little words.
This is ADD with pictures.
Exactly.
Well,
like the guy. Exactly. My book has to have pictures, people.
That's awful. That's kind, Timma, but that's not all big words. Trust me. There are plenty of times where it's like,
Oh, I know, but it's usually just ADD with big words because you guys will be talking about some historical thing and somebody will come with some sideways, like double entendre dad joke for this, and it's just great. So
I agree with Space Force Commander. I wish bitch you would go ahead and pull the trigger on fucking live streaming.
I think they're just trying to get the platform itself. Do you know how much data they're going to need? And they're going against Google.
Yeah. This can happen. This can happen. Pickle, you want to chill, my man?
I am the Full Metal Pickle. You can find me over at the Full Metal Pickle channel, where I bullshit about music every Tuesday with Trippy. Otherwise, you can find me on the Trippycast. Trippy.
Hey, Trippycast. We're doing social media Sundays this Sunday. Oh, every Sunday. Yeah. We make fun of people on Tinder and stuff. It's fun.
Half the people he's making fun of, he needs to be like asking out.
Dating?
So, yeah. Man,
hey, one day I'll date someone who I featured and they'll watch my show and be like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Hey, whatever."
I would have died of age if they had that fucking Tinder shit when I was young.
Oh, I would have been done.
You know what I'm saying?
You'd have all the STDs, man. That's just what happens.
Exactly.
No, I would be on some sort of banned list for telling people you look retarded in that picture. I'm never talking to you again.
Yeah.
I would no.
The herpesiphilates.
Yeah.
Herpesiphilates. Anyway.
Got a syphilia herpelitis.
Everybody say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Eat the people cheese.
Every week on Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, the CREEM Stream, the weekly world news for YouTube. Sundays, 5 p.m. Eastern, the ice cream interviews, fascinating people, fascinating people. Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, hot takes with the Butter Baron, watching horrible shit so you don't have to. Subscribe to IRATE Prostate now.
Still a